Welcome. I'm Robin Smith, trauma and relationship coach. And today I'm talking about why changing patterns and beliefs may not work from the outside in with practices and discipline. It may take something deeper. People often come to me wanting practices or a protocol or wanting their hand held so they can be more accountable in order to change their patterns. And they want to overcome these hurdles with themselves or in their work or relationships that seem to be in the way of having the ease and the comfort and the connection they desire. And for certain, some practices can be really helpful, and more discipline can be really helpful, whether it's meditation or yoga or getting to the gym or changing your eating patterns or even learning communication skills. And I've done all of those things, and they are helpful to an extent. But if you are still struggling and there's areas of your life like old beliefs and thought patterns that seem to be causing habits, behaviors that aren't working for you, then it may be time to look deeper. The reason may not just be that you lack discipline or desire or that you don't have the right practices. Something deeper may likely be getting in the way. And often it's an old identity, which is connected to old beliefs you formed early in life and driving old patterns that are rooted in what we call a survival strategy, where you were trying to get certain needs met because of a difficult circumstance or environment. And so this survival strategy was there for a good reason to help you cope and get along and get through something that you couldn't get through without it. And it's likely been there a very long time to protect you. And everyone has one or two or many because we all had difficult life circumstances at one point, and especially circumstances early in life where we weren't getting our needs met, where we needed to figure out how to get through that. So that's the point of their survival strategy. And the problem is that even though it helped you get through some circumstances early in life, it may still be in play and now getting in your way of what you're really longing for, which might be more connection or more success or more ease or more peace in your life. And these patterns can look like people pleasing or overworking or overeating or overexercising or any kind of addiction, or they can look like not having good boundaries or crossing other people's boundaries or looking for outside approval or perfectionism. And so these patterns don't just occur randomly. They often occur from, like I said, this survival strategy. And so they did help you get through it. And you could even have a behavior and a thought pattern that's connected to it. It serves a deeper emotional purpose, like I said, to get you through something difficult, but extra discipline or new practices aren't probably going to be the fix to create deeper and lasting change. So let's look at this. What is in the way? What is it going to take? In my world, real transformation often requires a deeper dive, a deeper exploration into what these patterns are there for. What are they protecting you from? What are they protecting you from facing or from feeling? And then learning how to face and feel that which you've been avoiding, usually. So when you can face and feel, and when you can learn how to be with yourself, be with your feelings, be with your bodily experience, to have an embodied experience of what's going on and not just a new consciousness around it or an awareness around it, that's when things start to shift. And you start to learn how to stay connected to yourself instead of disconnecting through these various patterns. And we disconnect often from ourselves and then often from others as well. So with the right support, you can get your hand held in a gentle way to help you realize that you can survive without those strategies. And you can be okay facing uncomfortable feelings because you're an adult now and you've got more capacity than you had as a child. And you can actually even thrive when you do that work, when you learn how to do that for yourself instead of staying stuck and limited in your life. And from there, what happens is your beliefs start to shift about yourself and about the world and your relationships, and you stop being so hard on yourself, and you actually can do more in your life than you ever thought you could. You begin to feel less stuck. You begin to feel less inhibited and contracted in your being, and more expansive and more capable and confident in your life. And you also become more relaxed and peaceful and more aligned with yourself and with who you truly are, your true nature. So from this place, when these things start to shift and you start to get this kind of expansion and inner peace and freedom and confidence in yourself and strength, then the behavioral changes come naturally as an evolution of these inner changes. And they don't have to be forced, and you don't need more discipline or new practices or to work harder. So if you want lasting change and lasting behavioral change, you've already tried a lot of these outside in approaches like practices and new behaviors and even new thoughts, beliefs that you're trying to put on from the outside in, this is where you might want to take a deeper look if it's not working for you. And if you'd like to get some communication skills, I do have my checklist, and you can see that below, the 𝐑𝐞𝐥𝐚𝐭 checklist. It's not just a quick fix for communication skills, but it gives you a little more depth of what might be in the way and how you can make a shift in there. So look for that in the description, as well as my latest video, which is very related to this video. So if this one struck a chord with you, please like and subscribe, and also check out my last video on you've tried all the things, maybe on a spiritual path, and you're still struggling. How do you get to the source? Thanks so much for watching. It's been a pleasure to share this with you, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.